I wanted to tell you why First Crack decided to start working with Bühler and why I think you should consider a Bühler roaster for your next roaster purchase. So Bühler is a family business. They're based in Switzerland. They were founded in 1860, and they're the largest and oldest company making coffee roasters today. So they've had 6 CEOs since 1860. Just think about that level of continuity and stability. It's very impressive. The current ownership, the family that has always owned Bühler, tasked the CEO with one thing. 5% of revenue had to go back into R&D. Now, Bühler is a massive company. They do over $3 billion a year. They make engine blocks for BMW and Jeep. They make the grinders that grind the pigment that goes into currency for the US Mint. It's a massive company. And at over $3 billion a year in revenue, they're putting into R&D $150 million. So on your roaster, you're going to get cutting edge technology. It's incredible. At larger sizes, they have in-roast color analysis. You get all sorts of efficiency, low NOx burners, recirculant options. Bühler with larger roasters will build you a full plant. They have customers who are outputting millions and millions of pounds of coffee in plants designed by Bühler that only require 2 operators. So it's the efficiency and technology on the roasters is very, very impressive. You're also going to get all of the what would seem more like standard features that I don't want to discount in light of all the other cool stuff that they're doing, but things like automation and drum speed control. For larger roasters as well, Bühler designed the Infinity Roast system, which is a completely different type of roaster. So if you start getting into hundreds of kilo sized drum roasters, they kind of start to hit the limits. And by that, what I mean is the bean mass is so large, it's very difficult to engineer paddle geometry within a drum that evenly mixes the beans and allows the airflow back to front to evenly penetrate the bean mass. So with the Bühler Infinity Roast system, it solves that problem, and you can actually have roast profiles, time, temperature, and so on, that are indistinguishable from those you would see on like even a shop roaster. So it's very, very impressive stuff that they're doing. Now let's talk about support. You as a Bühler customer will get a My Bühler account, and every single part on your piece of equipment is in that system, CAD drawing, available for remote diagnosis, and they stock $10 million worth of spare parts in inventory available for overnight shipping in Minneapolis. It's just a completely different level of service and support than anything else on the market. The machines are all UL certified, and they also have extension equipment. So things like loaders and hoppers and destoners and afterburners, but also things like the best grinders in the industry, and they have the best color sorters in the industry, and they make cacao roasters and equipment for beer brewing and other industries that are kind of ancillary to coffee. So if you see your business growing beyond coffee, or perhaps it already is, if you go with Bühler, you'll be able to have all of the equipment made by the same manufacturer, which is pretty cool. The 20 kilo is in stock, so it can essentially ship immediately. You can get financing provided you qualify through Bühler. And First Crack also designed the Bühler certified Roastmaster coffee curriculum, and it's a comprehensive bean to brew course covering everything. So how to source coffee, roasting it, brewing it, and we really focus specifically on how to manipulate the elements of a roast: time, temperature, batch size, drum speed, and airflow on a Bühler. So between First Crack and Bühler, you'll have a comprehensive service and support and education system. Ultimately, I think they're unquestionably the industry leaders in terms of the technology on the roasters, the quality of the build, the service and support you'll get. So we at First Crack really like working with them, feel great about that, and are proud to represent them, and would encourage you to consider them for your next roaster purchase.